Welcome to Part 2 of our committee training series on Senate Bill 152, Foreign Funding Restrictions of Ballot Measures. This video will cover contribution restrictions. Committees cannot accept any contributions, monetary or in kind, from foreign nationals as defined in the law. Committees cannot accept any in-kind contributions from contributors that have received over $10,000 from foreign nationals in the 4 years preceding the date of the contribution. Committees cannot accept any contributions, monetary or in kind, from prohibited sources as defined in the law. Committees cannot accept any contributions, monetary or in kind, from contributors that have received over $10,000 from prohibited sources in the 4 years preceding the date of the contribution. We've created a flowchart to help make this a little more understandable. Question 1. Is the contributor a foreign national? If the answer is yes, you cannot accept the contribution. If no, move on to Question 2. Question 2. Has the contributor received more than $10,000 from foreign nationals in the past 4 years? If no, you may accept the contribution. If yes, move on to Question 3. Question 3. Is the contribution monetary or in kind? If the contribution is in kind, you cannot accept the contribution. If the contribution is monetary, move on to Question 4. Question 4. Was the money the contributor received from the foreign national given to the contributor with the intent to influence an election on a ballot measure? Remember, this is the key difference between a foreign national and a prohibited source. If the contributor received the money from the foreign national to influence a ballot measure, you cannot accept the contribution from that contributor. If the money was not given to the contributor for the purpose of influencing a ballot measure, you may accept a monetary contribution from that contributor. Not only do you need to abide by these new contribution restrictions, but you will also need to attest that you are abiding by these restrictions when you complete a campaign finance report. This is a screenshot of what the final review and submit page will look like after this bill takes effect on August 28, 2025. Currently, your treasurer only needs to attest that the report is complete, true, and accurate. Once this bill takes effect, you will need to make 3 more attestations. First, your committee will need to affirm that it has not received contributions on or after August 28, 2025 from a prohibited source during the reporting period. So no contributions from a foreign national with the intent to influence a ballot measure. Then you will also need to affirm that the contributor associated with each contribution received on or after August 28, 2025 during the reporting period is not a foreign national and has not accepted contributions over $10,000 from prohibited sources in the 4 years preceding the date of each contribution. Lastly, your committee will be asked whether you made any expenditure on or after August 28, 2025 during the reporting period that supported or opposed a ballot measure. If not, you will skip this final affirmation. But if you did make expenditures for or against a ballot measure, you will be asked to affirm that the committee has not accepted funds over $10,000 from prohibited sources in the 4 years preceding the date of each expenditure. Once you have made all of these attestations, you will affirm that everything is complete, true, and accurate, just like normal. This information is just a reminder that the contribution restrictions we just mentioned are not the only restrictions that committees have when it comes to accepting contributions. PACs also cannot accept contributions from a variety of sources. These include political party committees, candidate committees, campaign committees, corporations or associations or partnerships that do not have authority to do business in Missouri, and federal or out-of-state PACs contributing over $1,500 and are not registered with the M.E.C. Political party committees also cannot accept contributions from corporations or labor organizations or any federal or out-of-state PACs contributing over $1,500 and are not registered with the M.E.C. Campaign committees don't really have any other restrictions. Any restrictions they already had under the Constitution are encompassed by the definition of foreign national.